Phrasing.
Have you ever been in a Turkish prison?
This is Geek Public Radio right here on geekpublicradio.com. And we're back.
Sir Dammit.
Sir Dammit.
Sir Dammit's with us.
That's me.
Formerly known as Wiener Knight. Actually, we'll call him Sir Dammit Wiener Knight.
Of Alamostia.
Yeah.
That's my formal name.
Yeah, that's on his AKC registration.
It's
Yeah.
full-blooded.
I think last time you were Wood, the tall, bald guy.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Now we're calling you Sir Dammit Wiener
This
Knight.
name's
Sir Dammit Wiener Knight.
This name's so much better.
The third. Sir Dammit Wiener Knight the third.
The third.
Of Alamostia.
That's right.
Esquire.
Third generation.
Yeah. Third generation of Dammits.
Yeah.
That's what we used to call the things that were on our like our name tags or our rank insignia. If you lost the little thing off the back of it, yeah, we called them the Dammits because when you lost it, you're like, damn it.
Yeah, it's just gone.
Yeah.
What'd you lose? Damn it. Oh, okay.
Then we'd have to get like a pencil eraser or something and stick through it.
Well, it's better than somebody's finger or something.
Yeah.
Or your chest.
Yeah, that too.
That happened a time. I lost a Dammit into the uniform shirt, and I didn't realize my buddy of mine come up and he's like, punched me right in the damn name tag, and it stuck. I was like, oh, son of a bitch. Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, thanks for that. Let me
unpale myself.
Yeah. But,
So, how has your month been?
Oh, not too bad. I got a dragon.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Smartass.
Yeah, she is. 13-year-old teenage smartass.
Well, she's actually a lot older than that, but equivalent to around 13,
a
14.
juvenile dragon as the paladin mount that looks like a 13-year-old girl is fucking wrong.
I'm glad that wasn't lost on you.
Yeah, no, it's...
Because you kept digging yourself a hole when you the background story is we had a whole quest, like one whole game session dedicated to him going and getting his mount. Like he had a whole quest and got everybody together to go find his mount, and he had the temple said go do this thing, it's over here, yada yada yada. So he went into this area, and the whole time he's over here going, it'd be awesome to have a dragon. You could do this, and you could do that, and this. I'm like, no, dude, you're gonna get a seahorse.
He's gonna give me a seahorse or a crab or something retarded. Yeah.
I was like, so, and he's like, he's like, so when he shows up to the location, it's at the seashore, like next to the with water right everywhere and
jellyfish.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a snapping turtle at this point.
And I keep I'm listening like a snail, like
a starfish.
Yeah,
here comes Jair's paladin
riding a starfish.
Riding a starfish.
Yeah.
How do you ride a starfish? Anyway.
But so he was kept putting up in the group or whatever. He kept throwing like fire breathing dragons and this, that, and the other. I was throwing
seahorses that were shooting their babies out.
Yeah, everybody's
crap,
big fire thing. It was just whatever I could to make it look like the fire breathing thing, but it was
right. But it was
crab doing whatever.
Yeah. And happy alone times or something.
He finally got to the point where he's over here going, well, if you could be like a juvenile dragon, and give me grape, because that would be awesome during that would be fun during the thing. The banter back and forth would just be ridiculously fun, and this, that, and the other. And
I'd done it to myself,
and I was like, oh, okay. So as I'm teasing him, I'm getting ready for the He goes down. They go down underneath this thing and fight the big bad guy who freaking
fought a lich and a Dracolich.
I'm not sure what that is.
Undead dragon.
Undead dragon
and an undead wizard.
That sounds twice as scary.
Yeah,
as
pretty much.
It should have been.
Oh yeah, not that big of a deal.
No, after I almost roasted everybody. I almost roasted everybody right off the bat. There was people who were quaffing healing potions and this, that, and the other just to stay alive because they were down to 3 hit points or whatever after the first salvo.
Wow.
And so we're they're going whatever, and then everybody rolls a 20.
Yeah, there was 5 20s rolled, or No, maybe not 5, but
I mean, it felt like it.
Yeah.
It was like everybody did double max damage
Holy crap.
on this Lich. And the
then-
Lich only had like 80 hit points.
yeah,
So there's like 5 people hitting it.
we smoked him for. I think he even got anything off, didn't he?
Oh no, that's
Did
he
he
hit 2 magic things. He knocked down the bubble and then did
Yeah.
massive fireball damage to everybody.
Yeah,
And then you guys went,
yeah,
and then the Dracolich come in because I figured he would go down like a chump. The
Right.
Dracolich come flying in, doing all this stuff, and fumbled and impaled itself.
well,
No kidding.
its breath weapon. It used it on
It,
itself.
it slipped and fell on a board with a nail in it.
Yeah, like 3 1s in a row. Like there wasn't anything I could really do, and like it was over. So as they're looking around, he's getting talked to telepathically by his mount, and he's like, "Well, what do I see?" And this, that, and the other. I was like, "Oh, you see a seahorse over here. You see a crab over here, and a little weird girl in a cage over there."
A little weird girl in a cage over
Yeah,
there.
she's like a really good looking kid, but just in the face, it looks. She just looked off.
I'd like to point out at this point that I never in my wildest dreams thought I was going to get the dragon. I swear to God, I never thought you were going to do it. You know, so nobody was more ill prepared for this event than I was.
But you seen him dawn on him. He hadn't even seen who he's talking to yet, but the attitude started to come through. Like, really?
This is the guy.
Yeah, like, you're the one who. Is there any way that I can get you 3 to stand on each other's shoulders and put a trench coat around you?
So you're normal size.
Then all of a sudden, my wife's character comes up and like 20, like does the killing blow on both of these things, whatever, right? And she's like, "Can she be my paladin?"
Yeah.
He's over here. Nobody else is hearing it, but him. So he's over here going, "Shut up!" Like, really?
Don't
Like
look
talking.
at me like talking to myself.
And then all of a sudden, he walks over and grabs this girl out of the cage and whatnot, and they're bickering back and forth, and
And I'm still not clear whether that was out loud or in my head.
a little bit of both.
Okay.
So it's like half conversation, whatever. So it's like this weird whatever, and one of the, his brother walks up and says something, and she just looks at him, and like the flashes the dragon eyes. He's the only one in the entire party who knows that little girl is not just a little girl.
It's a dragon.
Well, I'd like to think that I got a pretty good idea.
Well, yeah. But so like what's funny is he went and got a mount, and now he has to go get 2 mounts.
I gotta get a horse because I can't ride a little girl around. Even though I'm probably
That's-
shorter than she is.
That's funny. Yeah, that would
It'd
probably
be
be frowned upon in
Kind
some
of
circles.
creepy.
So, needless to say, he got what he wanted,
Just
and if he doesn't die before she grows up,
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll probably die next campaign.
but
My wife will take me out so that she can get the dragon.
the dragon gets to go free.
Yeah.
My
If
thing
you
is
die or-
so if you
Yeah.
guys stumble across a thing that a town that needs to be saved from a dragon,
Yeah.
how is that conversation going to go with your partner?
Well, as soon as I know she's a dragon, I'd be like, them damn dragons. Can't trust them.
Yeah.
And then once I realize what's going on, then I'll, pull it aside and be like, please don't eat me. Number 1. Number 2, what should we do here?
But you know what I'm saying? So like the whole party's going to be gung-ho to invade.
Let's kill a dragon. Like,
Yeah.
I'll be over here.
Like dragon lust and whatnot. You're going to be torn because 1, you're going to have a duty to your mount.
Yeah.
2, you're going to have a duty to save this village from something that.
Right.
Could decimate.
Well,
it.
if it's an evil dragon, that's pretty cut and dry.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So,
Then it'd be like, what am I, your servant? Well, if you don't like, if I know something you don't like, are you going to cut my head off just like that dragon?
yeah. I don't know. You keep bumping your gums, little girl.
Little.
You're not so big.
You still only count as one.
Yeah.
Little dwarf on the back of a gold dragon. That's going to be...
That'll be funny.
Probably fall in between the scales.
Or maybe.
You'll be like, there's a dragon. I think there's a right. How can you tell?
It has a small tumor on its back.
Yeah. There appears to be a mole on its
It
neck.
should probably get that looked at.
Hang on, let's try lancing it.
Oh, that's gross.
But what was awesome was, we had those, everybody rolled real great, and then you
Yeah, I'm
had
the one
a
that...
night like me.
Yeah, and you know what?
I mean,
It's been
for that encounter anyway.
everybody,
It's like the one time the dice gods are like, yeah, okay, we'll go ahead and we'll work with you this one time because you really want it.
You know what's funny is the whole situation. I was prepping everybody, saying you're going to make sure you get this, you get your healing potions, you get all your spells up to date.
Yep.
The bard figured out that she, now that she can do the extra extended thing, that she can start singing other songs and whatnot, and give enchantments on top of her other enchantments and this, that, and the other. And she, I'm allowing them to stack because.
Yeah. Because I can't hit shit.
And then super day.
Yeah.
Super roll 9,000.
Yeah.
I'm over here like one.
I'm like, what's it feel like, you son of a bitch?
And the dragon comes down and slips on some ice and impales itself.
Well, its breath weapon went off on itself.
It goes back and sneezes, and fire shoots out of its ears and roasts its brain, and it dies. I don't know. I didn't really give it a description. I just said he nuked himself. You guys, he's reeling, and Heather goes, "I stab it." And she stabbed it and it died.
You shouldn't hit a dragon while it's down.
And it's funny because the game before that's where I rolled those double ones.
Yeah.
Because you rolled them triple ones. And I was like, what's it like? How's that feel?
You like dumb apples?
Yeah.
But, you guys, like I said, I was intending, I don't want it to sound bad, I was intending that one or more of you guys may end up being hauled back to the temple.
Oh, if it had
for resurrections and whatnot.
If it hadn't gone any other way than it did, we would have, about half of us needed rest.
Well, that was kind of the point, because you needed to deserve. This needed to be hard.
Yeah,
and it kind of jokingly. I mean, it was still difficult.
Well,
you guys
don't feel like you have to adjust it any tougher in the future, okay?
Well, no, like that.
Once in a blue moon.
No, that was the one thing. You guys are going to face the little stuff again. You're not going to face drowned. That you can hit them like nothing, but they have like twice as many hit points as you got.
Right. But.
Or Dracoliches, or whatnot.
Well, that was a good time, but we're
looking forward to the next one to see.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was the 17th. We're gonna play again.
Yeah.
Is that St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah.
Is it?
Nice.
Oh shit. I wonder if I'll get a chance to get a hold of my whiskey before then.
We can always find out.
Yeah. Maybe I'll have my tax return.
I'm hoping that I'll have ours.
Yeah.
It's only been 25 days.
Is that all? Damn.
Yeah.
You only got about 25 more to go.
Yeah.
I'm like, we did do direct deposit, not mail-in, so it don't have to wait 6 weeks.
So did I.
We had ours done last Tuesday, and they said 6 to 10 days or something.
Yeah, well, we done ours direct deposit, and then they closed the damned account on us in the meantime. So.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so we're jumping through some hoops to maybe get a cashier's check, in a week or two, because times are hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel it.
We could lead from this right into the homebrew we're doing.
Well, yeah, because
I'm afraid we're probably boring the shit out of Sir Dammit over here because we can't get him to come to a game.
We keep inviting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The invitation's always open.
I know.
I know you got other shit to do.
Yeah, I got cars to work on and
Yeah,
stuff.
no, that's fine.
And a nursery to try to get nurseryed up.
Totally understand it. Totally understand it.
You know,
So what you been up to?
nothing really.
Nothing.
A whole lot of nothing.
Working on cars.
Working on cars and bleeding.
Nurserying up the nursery.
Nurserying up the nursery. Trying to not murder some dogs.
Trying not to cut any more fingers off.
Correct. Trying to keep my 9 7/8 fingers here.
Yeah, the hell that happened after the last time he was on, didn't it? Why don't you tell that story? Since the last time you were
there's
on
not
here,
a whole lot
you
to tell.
were still complete.
Really. I was at work and cut the end of my finger off.
Y'all can call me Stumpy.
That's pretty much. I don't want to get into too many details. Just cause.
Well, what was it? You talked to Woody on the phone, and he.
Woody thought
he misunderstood what you said.
I told him that I cut off the end of my pinky. He thought I said I cut off the end of my winky. So he thought I was penisless, which was indeed not the case.
As soon as you said pinky, I knew exactly where you're going with that.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
And the conversation took a weird turn because,
He's like,
really? Well, it was funny because, I didn't catch it at first because I said, I was like, he's like, well, what's new, man? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, I cut off the end of my pinky, and he's like, oh man. He's like, what? Well, how'd you do that? And I said at work, and he goes, how did you do it at work? And then it dawned on me, I'm just sticking my wiener in a machine, and it moved and cut off the end of my wiener. That's not. Yeah. I seen his concern. I could hear it in his voice, and that's when I realized.
You can call me Joan now.
He misunderstood my.
Call me Sally.
Yeah. That'd have been weird. How would you explain that to that was your boss to begin with? You know what? I just quit.
Why are you putting that in the press?
I'm not even going to tell him. I'm not even going to tell him. I'm just going to go home. I'm out. See you later.
Don't mind the blood.
I suddenly feel like Bruce Jenner might have overpaid.
Yeah, it was. if you could get it under workman's comp, you might even get a little money out of the deal. I don't know. But it was.
That would be That would be a strange warning sign that had to get placed on the machines. Then,
yes.
After that one.
Yes. Please do not put your something into the machinery.
Please refrain from putting members into the into the press.
Yeah.
Unit damaged.
No appendages in machine area.
Do not put your groinial regions near this machine.
But in all seriousness, though, it was just a dumb mistake on my part, and I wound up losing a little bit of my pinky. Not much. It's about 1/8 of an inch or so. Yeah, 3/8 maybe of an inch shorter than the other one. Not a big deal.
Yeah, you didn't lose as much as Grandpa did.
No, he took off.
He took down to the
knuckle on his index finger, though. Yeah.
And what was funny about that was that he'd done it on the same table saw.
Yeah, that he took from his dad.
He didn't give his dad because he was afraid his dad was going to cut his finger off with it.
And then he cut his off.
And then so when, after I got married, we were moving everything out of those sheds. I'm standing there looking at it like, well, I could take that. And then I'm just kind of standing there looking at it. And his voice, I don't know, it's his voice. It's like, you know what? Just leave it.
Yeah.
Because I could have took it, but I was just kind of standing there like, I thought about reaching up for it, and then something just told me, you know what? Leave it alone.
Yeah. And then what's funny is, a lot of these new table saws, they've got all these built-in safety features. This is an old one, man. This one would eat whatever you fed into it.
Yeah, it would.
And I mean, not just eat it, it would devour it.
Yeah. You could have put a cinder block in that son of a bitch, and it would have taken
if it had the right blade on it. If it had the right blade on it, it would have ate it. You could have fed it a whole car or something. It wasn't quite that big, but
that's how they made the smart cars. They cut them down, cut Pacers in half.
Yeah, Pacers.
Unsafe at any speed.
Red Rope Lakers dispenser.
Oh yeah, coming out of the Dome Light, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, up there by the Dome Light.
The Mirthmobile.
The Mirthmobile, yeah.
Yeah, and then they had the Mirth limo in the second one.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Those were pretty good flicks.
Yeah, they were. I guess they're redoing or they're making another. Is it Bill and Ted's?
Oh, really?
They're doing another Bill and Ted's.
Is it Keanu?
Yeah, they're coming back.
Is it really both
Yeah.
of them? That's pretty cool. They're like 100 now, though,
Yeah.
compared to what they were. They're not really that old.
No.
No, but Reeves looks like almost the same as he did back then.
Really?
Like he hasn't.
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah.
doesn't really look like he's aged a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard for me to look at him anymore and not see John Wick, though.
He's made a
That's
deal.
such a cool movie.
He made a deal with somebody.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I just want to look this way forever.
Yeah.
What was that, Street Kings? That he was in? Had old Forrest Whitaker in there with his crazy eye. I think it was Street Kings.
I think it was.
That's a pretty good flick, too.
Because the other one I was thinking of was Suicide Kings, and it wasn't that. That had Christopher Walken in it.
Yeah, that was that. Yeah.
But, so what else you been up to? Just
Let's see. I cut my finger off.
what do you want to talk about? Because
What do I want to talk
we've
about?
only really got one other topic that
Oh,
we
my
can think
God.
of.
I don't know.
I mean, you all right over there?
Okay.
Bobo probably just
Yeah.
crop dusted you.
He probably did.
He crop dusted over here a minute ago.
Yeah,
I don't
think
pet
that's
him
it.
anymore because of that.
I crop dust in the grocery store.
Yeah,
It makes my wife angry.
yeah. Because you do it right next to her, then walk away, and people come up next to her and think she done it.
Yeah. Well, I'll do it and then walk in front of her. She's like, "Why are you walking in front of me?" Oh my God, what are you doing?
What's wrong with you?
You smell so bad.
It's in my mouth. It's in my
Yeah,
mouth.
I'll taste it.
Man.
Good times. Good times at the grocery store.
Well, you got to make fun. You got to make your own fun.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So. But
And that just hardens the fact that she'll know that she's doomed when this baby's born.
yeah,
If it acts half as weird as I do, she's
you guys haven't found out
it's
what
over.
you're having
Nope,
either. have you?
nope. Gonna be surprised.
You'd be surprised.
I figure there's not very many good surprises in life.
Now, are you going to have you got enough lead time, or are you just picking a neutral color for the nursery?
Well, we're not even painting it. It's just it's wood paneling and stuff.
Oh,
and,
well, yeah, shit.
And we live in a trailer right now, so whenever we get it paid off and everything, we're gonna have a house built anyway on the property. So why spend a whole bunch of money on it if we're gonna wind up?
Right. You going to build a house right where the trailer's at?
No, I think in all honesty, I would rather. I know it sounds dumb, and no, everybody listening is not gonna have a clue what I'm talking about. But, not knocking down where the garage is and put the house where the garage is and then build another garage where the house is, where the trailer's at now. That way I can have my, tall enough to put a lift in, ceiling height and all that jazz.
Yeah.
And then steel buildings really aren't that expensive.
No, they're not.
The biggest part of garaging anymore is the concrete.
Yeah.
Having the ground leveled and getting concrete poured.
Yeah. We're thinking about having a balcony put out here. So when, we're doing our podcasts or, we're doing one of the shows, when we're on a break, I can go out and smoke.
Yeah.
Or I'm actually leaning more towards putting a garage out here with a man cave second floor full
and
studio.
Put the whole thing in there?
Yeah,
That'd
just
be
put the whole
cool.
thing out there with the deck off of that.
That'd be awesome.
So-
A grill out there. You can, flip some burgers and
Yeah.
stuff.
We do Metal and Madness while we're
Eating
grilling some
steaks.
shrimp and shit.
Shrimp.
I don't know, some shrimps.
Some shrimp. Well, no, if you're going to do that, then, just, let me whip up some of that, shrimp etouffee or whatever. Just
Yeah, a little Cajun
over
action.
rice, and
Yeah.
I make it gluten-free, and it still tastes yummer.
Works for me. But if we just build a deck off this window out here behind you, out towards the neighbor's house, that I can walk out on the deck and piss off the deck.
On the neighbor's house?
On the neighbor's house, since they're going to be jackasses anyway. I don't know. It sends a nice message, I think.
Well, as you can tell, we blocked out that window. That way they can't watch the show.
Yeah.
Why were they being not?
No,
Too
they've
friendly
never really,
neighbors?
they haven't really said anything.
Oh, okay.
Well, they, you know how they are.
No, I don't know how they are. That's why I
just
asked the question.
some neighbors in general.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're-
I don't have any neighbors. I'm pretty lucky. I mean, I do, but they're far enough away that we could have no curtains in there. Unless they had binoculars, they would not have a clue what we were doing.
Yeah, it's like it was over at the house. It said something at time, and that's why we put the Jeep up on blocks and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you think it looks trashy now?
Yeah.
Watch this.
You don't think it could get any
Challenge
trashier?
accepted.
Yeah,
Allow
couldn't get
me
any
to-
trashier. Challenge accepted.
Help me get this 455 up in the tree.
Yeah, yeah. You guys got any junk motors? Just kick them off in the yard.
I was like, just bring me your empty beer cans. Just throw them in the yard.
That's right. Truck bed camper, bring it over.
Yeah, bring it over, drop it down. Here's what we're doing with it. I want to fill this big ass driveway with as much crap as I can because I'm proving a point.
Yeah.
But I'm a jackass, so
Well, that was a while ago.
yeah.
It's whatever.
I think we've lost Hofer. I think he's
No, I'm over here doing
looking at-
multitasking things.
You're looking at porn. Don't
He
lie.
was in a coma.
He's in a pizza coma.
Yeah, I'm over here in a pizza coma.
Pizza coma.
I'm all fat and sassy.
Yeah.
Just fat. Just fat.
Fat and sassy.
So,
What would we call Eddie in that case? I mean, Jeff
Fat and
was
hairy.
assy.
Assy, that's a
assy.
good one. I like that one.
Fat and assy.
This is kind of a mishmash. We don't really have a whole lot to talk about. We're kind of bouncing around. I mean, we've got to.
Well, we got a little bit. We're going to slide over into our actual topic tonight.
Yeah. What did you want to touch on? Since this is like the station's podcast, we should talk about the fact that the Metal and Madness show is getting ready to come out with a magazine.
Yeah, like we're literally like days away
Yeah.
from it being released. I need to get one more article.
Oh.
That's all I'm waiting on is one last article.
One more article and then some technomancing on your DPIs for the printing.
Yeah, I got to make sure that everything, it'll at least be available for your Kindle and other smart devices the first.
Yeah, we are working on the print, having the print thing hammered out, but we got some other things that we got to look at. That,
We got some technical issues. You'll be able to, once it goes there, you'll be able to buy it from Amazon, hopefully, if I can get all that stuff squared away.
Gotcha.
Once we can get some more advertisement, then we'll be able to actually have physical copies and put them into stores and whatnot.
Where you could go in there to get a roll of shit paper and, oh, look, there's the Metal Madness magazine.
you had to make that correlation.
Yeah, well, I didn't mean it on purpose. I realized that as I was saying it. I was like, well, that's a terrible. Couldn't have thought of like something else to go to the store for, like I don't know, green beans or something. Had to be shit paper.
I need to get some Charmin and something when the Charmin runs
That
out.
was no, that's not what I meant. I mean, I was
So you got to get some Charmin and
thinking
something to
something
read.
to read. Yeah, that's what I
Something
was
to read
thinking.
while you're.
That's what I was thinking. I mean, I wish I could. Why don't you just edit that out?
I'll give you no hell with that. I'll give you 2 minutes of hell, then I'll let you
Yeah.
redeem yourself.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. My bad. I didn't mean you're gonna poo on it.
No, but
in a
that,
worst case scenario,
well, the idea.
Yeah,
that
what are
we're-
the pages like? Just out of curiosity. I'm just kidding.
like the idea being is
Right, John Wayne paper.
yeah,
Rough, tough. Don't take shit off nobody.
That's right.
the we're looking at trying to make sure that we can get it into places like Books A Million and whatnot, and of course we're going to try to we've already talked to I've talked to certain people. As long as we can make it affordable for them and give them a decent margin on it, then they would just buy them and put them in the thing.
That'd be pretty awesome. That'd be pretty cool.
So it's gonna take a minute, but by the time we get the second issue, which it's a quarterly, so that's why we're starting in March. If we would have been able to do it in January, but I didn't have the idea until January. It wasn't a thing until like the middle of January. So it'll be March. The June issue will, hopefully have a lot more stuff hammered out, more advertisers, more whatnot. So
Gotcha.
Hopefully people will remember that they agreed to do the shit that they said they were going to do.
yeah, that was part of the thing. But I think we
boy.
Not
pulled
to
it-
throw
we-
anybody under the bus or nothing.
we
But thump.
we pulled an entire magazine together in a month. So I mean,
That's pretty good. I feel like. I don't know that much about
it. Came together. It came together really well. So I mean, it's in doing it quarterly, I'll be able to spread everything out and say, okay, I don't need everything now. It's like, you have a couple weeks.
Yeah, a monthly issue would probably be crazy.
Well, if I had 10 writers.
Well, yeah.
Then everybody.
But that's all they did.
And, everybody write one article, and then I throw the other stuff together, and we'd have an issue every month.
This will be crazy, though.
Speaking of which, if you're interested in writing for the Metal and Madness magazine, hit us up at submissions at the Real Metal and Madness or Geek Pub. Blah, 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 too many email addresses.
Start that all over again.
Hit us up at submissions at geekpublicradio.com.
Or therealmetalandmadness.com.
Yeah, or therealmetalandmadness.com. Either or.
See, because I don't have a problem writing for it. It's just, okay. Let me rephrase that. I hate writing. But but when the muse hits me, I mean,
4
I knocked
hours
out
later.
I knocked out 2,000 words in just a little under 2 hours, though.
What I laughed about is and I'm not trying to be mean, is there's some other people who was like, or do we need any more? I said, no, we're good. Oh, good, because like my fingers are bleeding. And I was like, but I wrote 5 articles. You wrote 2.
You got to tell me later who the hell that was.
I know what they were saying. Like it was stress because I told they remembered the deadline 4 days before the deadline.
Well, it sounds like me with every school project.
So they literally busted out 2 articles and 2.5 articles in a matter of just sitting down in one go.
Right. I remember I wrote I don't know how long of a page paper it was, but it was a decently long page paper in 3 hours one time. Typed it on Stafford's old Packard Bell.
Yeah, that's right.
The old tractor feed printer.
Matrix, baby.
This was back in 2002, so
Epson
I'm trying to turn in my paper with this dot matrix printer, and they
they're like, what IRS
looking
office?
they're like, what did this come from? It was funny.
My printer.
Yeah, they gave me crap about it. I didn't have to. I couldn't use that anymore.
I could have put it on toilet paper. That would have been nicer.
Yeah,
you just roll it up and.
Yeah, and what was funny, that paper was so old. I don't even think can you even buy tractor fed paper
at
for
Office
printers
Depot?
Like that? You can't for that anymore, dude. That's crazy. It makes so much. That
thing was great.
It was. And to think that was top of the line.
386 DX.
Back in 1991 or some shit.
Oh, God, before that, probably. Well, no, I'm probably 1990. Excuse me. Yeah, it was an old one.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Packard Bell 386 DX. It wasn't an SX. Well, maybe it was a 386 SX. I forget. It had a Lotus Works on it. Yeah, it was,
I'm not sure what it was. I just know it was pretty neat.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. But times they is a changing. Had the old modem. Didn't have. This was before internet. It's when the modem was used to dial direct into another system. Before the internet.
Yeah.
A la hackers.
Yeah.
Hey, can you give me that number off the side of your thing? Yeah, because I got some stuff to do and I can't come in.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was a lot of fun.
So, kicking back into things.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who haven't seen it, we suggest, or I suggest, I don't know if speaking for them, checking out the Netflix series Altered Carbon.
Yeah.
That was just, it had its issues, but I had way too much fun with it.
Yeah, it was all right. It was very cyberpunky.
What's funny is I
don't think I got as down deep into it like you did, but it was a decent watch.
I had fun with it.
Yeah.
The idea being, I looked at the world and said, I want to run a game in that world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
It'd be so much fun. So much so that we sat down and
Wrote a system.
started to, we took the house system and we're putting together our own homebrew altered carbon game.
Oh, right on.
So whole world information and what isn't readily available on like the world we're filling in. So
I haven't seen it, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean,
I like the idea that it'd be a mix of like cyberpunk and DC mixed with a little bit of paranoia.
yeah.
Cause
DC being dark conspiracies, not Detective Comics.
Oh, okay.
But in the sense of like paranoia, in the sense of like when you die, you can actually activate the next clone.
Yeah.
You can
wow.
get another body.
Yeah.
And just
Interesting.
download your consciousness into another body.
Wow.
Premise is you have a hard drive at the base of your skull, and that's where your consciousness is kept. Not necessarily
Your soul, quote unquote?
No,
Yeah.
Not really?
Well, it depends on whether you're Catholic or
Kinda.
not.
Yeah, the
Oh,
neo-Catholics believe that's your soul, and
Okay.
you shouldn't be spun back up.
You die as long as your hard drive's still there. They just put you, your body's called your sleeve. You die, and they just put your hard drive in another sleeve.
And
You're back.
Ta-da.
You're not. You don't look the same as you did,
But you're still you.
but you're still you.
And think of the mechanics that way, though. I mean, as a game where you
that could
you
be.
are not your body,
Yeah.
but when you're in a body, you're 100% that whatever. So every time you re-sleeve into something different, your stats change.
Yeah, because
So you keep your mental, but your sleeve will change. Like so, your physicals, the endurance, the reflexes, anything
your
that
skill sets.
other than mental, anything that you remember.
Right. Like if,
You can make you know how to fight. You do kung fu. You know how to do kung fu, but your body is going to be here. If you drop into a 60-year-old smoker.
right, your kung fu is not going to be as good as your 19-year-old Chinaman. Well, that seemed weird, but you know what I mean.
Chinaman is not the proper nomenclature.
You're right. My bad.
Jackie Chan drops into me.
Probably gonna get some,
He's gonna be like,
He's got a rude awakening.
he's going to be like, man, I can't get up these steps.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what's this cane for?
But no. So I mean, that is where the DM storyteller in me was like, that sounds like it'd be an awesome.
Yeah, that sounds pretty
I
slick.
mean, there's faster than light travel ish. And what that is it's sending your consciousness. You basically needlecast into another sleeve on another planet.
What?
Upload yourself. You go basically across interstellar internet to another body. Like uploading something.
So it's not like,
to download. You don't actually
wake
have to
up
physically go
10
there.
blocks over.
Right.
And, you could be galaxies away or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you can go to another, like, if you had the money to have sleeves on other planets, or you
you could
rent
just go
sleeves,
there.
Yeah.
Who needs
But-
a taxi?
Yeah.
Right?
So you just, you have all that stuff. You go, and next thing you know, you're on Mars. You're on Harlan's world. You're on one of the moons of
The moon.
I know what you almost
so
said.
you're on the moon.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I almost said one of the moons of Uranus.
Yeah, I know. That's funny.
Actually, we're talking
Wouldn't
like
that be an asteroid?
They make cream for that.
Yeah.
But I think
cream.
we were talking about like doing something on Titan, having like something there for actually go to Titan and whatnot.
Well, that'd be cool.
There is a history of Martians in the war in that thing, because that's what they're calling the aliens that they found the technology to do the stacks and the whole astro charts that showed all these inhabited worlds and whatnot. So that what spun up everything.
Yeah, it's crazy.
To me, it seems like a setup. Like the aliens set us up to,
Now we all exist in the internet, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like the
yeah.
Matrix.
You're part of the machine.
Yeah. The aliens will come back. And
Skynet.
Like, surprise, mother.
Skynet and there's Terminators and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
but so I mean, I think it's a great concept for a world to play in.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
And I'm toying with the idea. I mean, I'm just putting it together, my homebrew system with everything that I'm finding on the internet. I'm just dumping it all together and putting it, to where we can sit down and play it.
Are we going to...
I'm contemplating putting it up for free as the GPR's homebrew version of this. Because as long as we're not making money, I don't think there's anything... Because there's homebrew versions of, like, the Vampire Diaries or whatever. You can play in True Blood's world and this, that, and the other. And as long as you're not out there making money off of anything, it shouldn't be an issue.
It's kind of the same thing as, like resin casting your own miniature.
Oh, yeah? You can
Only
do
if
that?
if you change it.
You got to... Oh. Do you know people that can do that?
Yeah.
We know people that can do it.
But whether they will do
it... No.
No. Well, yeah, I do. Me, after I go get the shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You guys were talking about homebrew.
That's right. I'm talking to you.
You guys were talking about homebrew earlier. I thought we were going to be talking about beer or something. I got really confused.
No, he's got some wine for me, too. He just...
Yeah.
I think it's got another couple months.
And I think, and we're all speaking along those lines, I think that
Oh, yeah?
banana stuff that
Bill's doing?
Bill's got down is about ready to bottle.
Oh, yeah.
That seems interesting, banana. I do like bananas.
He had me taste the pear. It wasn't too bad, but I'm not a big fan of pear.
I like pears. Pear's kind of well, I don't know about wine per se, but it's kind of
I'm a big fan of
dull flavor.
molasses.
I don't think I've ever had molasses. Oh, I get it. The
rum.
The booze.
Oh,
I'm a big fan of rum.
that's why it's always gone.
Yes. Every time I wake up in the morning after a good night, I'm like, why is the rum? Oh, yeah, that's why the rum.
The rum's always gone.
But yeah, so, keep checking the website, geekpublicradio.com. It may pop the Altered Carbon homebrew documentations may be up there within the next couple months, depending on how we play test it out.
You could always put that Leaf on the Wind Battletech thing up, too. Or Mech Warrior, I should say.
Yeah. I don't have very much in that. Like, it lasted one game, and everybody went their own way.
I'm still up to play it some more. I mean...
Well, I figured you would be, but...
We played one round, and then everybody's like, oh, do this other... Like, damn it, this was what I was into.
That's one of the things I was talking about doing for, like, the smaller group.
Yeah.
Because I put a lot of work into that book.
Yeah.
I mean, I created its own module book.
Yeah. Well, and
with like cool graphics.
When they're done, we've got so damn much invested in. Well, I mean, I've got so much invested in books alone, but miniatures and stuff too. When they're done,
right?
I went through and bought all those masters, and we can resin cast us some copies, so we've got plenty.
Well, the point being, one of the things is we have the game table now. Mm-hmm. We have enough room to, we broke it in. It actually plays pretty good. Mm-hmm. It does fit 2 maps. Mm-hmm. It's 2 maps lengthwise, wide. So we can fill that thing full of maps.
Oh, yeah. And there's only one book that I don't have for us to run everything from a interstellar campaign all the way down to individual, mech combat. Mm-hmm. Even individual soldier combat.
Right.
One book. Mm-hmm. And if I can... And
it's like forever not being able ever out anymore.
They want $500 for it, and there ain't no way I'm paying that kind of
money.
Well,
you know why they want $500 for it? Because they need to leave it out up for whatever because they can't take it away. But nobody has it. So they rack up the price so high. So the one place that I found for you, mm-hmm. It doesn't happen that way. Because I think you're finding it for $500 on Amazon.
Yeah.
And basically, they don't have any copies of it, but they can't take it down because Amazon, once you sell one copy, it has to stay up. You can't get rid of it.
Right.
So they're like, we'll just jack up the price so high that nobody will ever buy it.
Right. But don't we've got a PDF of it too, don't we?
I do believe so.
You know what? Let's just go to Kinko's.
It'll be about the price of the regular book.
About $30 or $40.
About $50.
$50.
That's not terrible.
Will they laminate the pages?
They'll laminate the outside of it. They won't laminate the whole.
As long as it's done to where it's. Will it be in book form or like spiral bound?
It might have spiral bound.
Yeah.
You won't get a perfect bound copy. No.
Well, I just want something that ain't gonna tear up.
Well, the spiral bound should be perfect.
I'll spend $50 for her to do that. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, you know what?
Because that's the only goddamn book we don't have.
Right. I mean, you look at the shelf down there. I mean, it's,
yeah, I've got everything else, and it drives me nuts. I can't just get the hard copy. If I could get the outside hard, they can keep the inside. If I can get the outside, I can bind all that PDF into.
And we'll just
because
put
I'm
it all
missing
together
that
and
one
glue
binder. Because it's like the old Star Trek movies. You got them in order, or the Star Wars movies. You got them in order. They make a scene on the spine.
Oh yeah.
I've got a scene on the spine that I'm missing one buck. If not for that, that's the one book I'm missing. A handful of other little things, and I've got everything that was put out for BattleTech and MechWarrior.
Well, we do have the PDF for every single thing that ever.
We've even
thank you Russians.
Yeah, yes, thank you Russia. And it's in English. It's an English translation too, which is great. But we've even got the BattleTech
like the cartoon,
the 1945 technical manual.
Yeah.
I was like, what? It's a World War II technical manual for
BattleTech.
For BattleTech. I was like,
what's it?
with sheets. It's like, this is awesome.
Now we just need mechs.
Yeah.
Or
we just
vehicles.
need miniatures. Eddie?
What was that?
Nothing.
Crickets?
Yeah, crickets.
Technically with that, couldn't you do World War II style like miniature combat?
Yeah,
like ground units and
Yeah.
like the whole, just like the reenactment miniatures that
with
we
that
did
you
at the Muncie Con thing.
Yeah.
You remember Brian had the whole table done up with.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do that with the World War II stuff, absolutely. Because it's just, and it changes the with the tech. I don't know if you've ever really flipped through it or browsed through the technical manual, but it's got it how to treat each individual. It's got it all lined out.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a lot more high speed than I would have thought. I thought it would just be like a generic throw it in there. Oh well, that's no. They actually put some thought into it. I was like, well, okay, this is impressive.
Well, that's awesome.
They gave the 1945 stuff the same dedication that they do, the 3055 stuff. Mm-hmm. So,
well, you know what? That's our time for tonight.
no kidding.
Yeah,
Well, that went pretty quick.
It did
It
go
is.
quick.
it always goes quick. We're not the 2 hour, the 3 hour show, whatever. We're the low down and dirty. We get in, do it, and get it done.
I understand.
Yeah.
And there's no kissing around, no foreplay. We just get to it and we're out.
That's great. I don't know what to say.
Bite the pillow, I'm going in dry. I don't know.
That's terrible.
It is.
But so what we talked about tonight was you have to remind me because
That
my brain is fried.
that I should be careful what I wish for.
Yes.
That would cut his finger off.
Mm-hmm.
Not all of it, just part of it.
Right, just the tip.
And,
He played a game with
Just
just
a
the
tip,
tip.
just for a minute, just see how it feels, and it hurt. Just for the record.
and
Then
there was a miscommunication where they thought it was not
Yeah.
his pinky.
Yeah.
but his winky.
Yeah, yeah. I thought it was my wiener night, and it was not.
We talked about altered carbon. We talked about
red satin.
we talked about altered carbon. We talked about a little bit of BattleTech and whatnots and what we're looking forward to doing with that.
And we talked about the magazine.
Yeah, and we talked about the magazine.
Yeah.
So
And that'll be coming out here in the next few days.
around the 1st.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, good times.
that is
good
it.
times.
So we're out of here. We have a lot of stuff to square around and get ready because the guy's coming in next for
Yeah, we're getting ready to do.
the Metal and Madness show.
Yeah, we're
So-
getting ready to do the Metal and Madness show here in about an hour.
So we will see you all later. Have a great day. We love you. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.